also spray perfume on myself before I go to bed. And no one's in the bed with me. But like, I just love being fresh and like cute. And I think to myself, if I had a heart attack in this bed tonight and I died, I smell delicious.
Jesus.
And I look like I was put together.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
Welcome, everybody, to the Calm Down podcast. We are not ready.
Oh, no, I was going to make a noise, but then it didn't work out. I was going to say, do-do-do, but then I was like, that was weird. When do I ever make that noise?
What was the noise going to be for? Just to be excited that was...
No, we're here, though. We're back.
I love that. All right, you guys, it is the, we tape our podcast on Mondays, as you know, from our pregame, but... Week 13 is almost finished after tonight's Monday Night Football game. Erin Andrews, you were in Philadelphia this week for a great matchup between the Eagles and the Titans, and the Eagles showed their dominance. Where was I? I was in Boston for a Patriots-Bills game. And
How was it? We haven't really talked about the game.
We haven't talked about the game. The game was really good until halftime, and then the Bills ran away with it. Mac Jones not happy on the sideline.
No. But I mean about you, your experience, Boston. Tell me Oh my God. Go. We know what happened. I know what happened in Boston. You text me right away. This is great.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember the episode where Erin talked about staying at the same hotel as the Kardashians for whatever it was for. Was it for the Met Gala? Something or other.
Yes, it was Met Gala.
The only person or group or couple that is bigger than the Kardashians that you could be staying at the same hotel with would be the Royals.
And we mean the real Royals, not the loser Royals on Netflix right now. Get a life.
Meghan,
go away. You hate it? Step away from the camera, girl.
Meghan Markle. Man, goodbye. I got stuff to say. This girl, she just loves to hear herself talk. Man, she won't. Okay, let's get back to the real royals. Kate
the real
and William, the king and the queen, the future king and queen of England.
I can't wait.
So I don't know that we're going to be staying at the same hotel. I mean, why would I know until we pull up? Security.
First of all, it's a great hotel anyways. Great hotel.
It is a great hotel in Boston, but I quickly recognize something's different. I mean, Al Michael needs security, but not this much security. You know what I mean? So quickly am tipped off that the Royals are staying at the same hotel. There's 3 elevators. I was going to say shafts, but that's inappropriate. We're not saying the word shaft, although it's a movie and it's fine. So it's partitioned off with like a rope thing in front of it. And I send the picture to you and I'm like, that's their elevator. Because of course they can't be in an elevator with pedestrians and being like regular civilians and being like, can you hit the lobby for us? No. So,
but I will say, I feel like William and Kate, they would. They're like down. They're down to party. They seem lovely. Whereas other people who were a royal for a minute but are annoyed that their kids don't have prince and princesses attached, yet we hate the royal family, would be like, I need my own security. Oh, that's my fake accent like hers. And my own elevator. Continue. This is your story.
Which, by the way, your children will get that title. They now get that title because it's all in what direct line that they're going.
But I thought you didn't want to be a royal.
Yeah, which is a whole sidebar. Okay. So William and Kate flying commercial, their stars are just like us. No, they're not. But these two are gems. All I wanted to do was see them. Turns out that they ended up going in and out of the garage most of the time, as they should, right? Because they don't want to be, whatever. But as I was leaving, so it would have been Friday morning. I have a later flight and I'm waiting in the lobby and I know this is my last chance that I'm going to get a sneak peek of them. So I'm waiting in the lobby. We're about ready to go. I see all of the royal brass around. The accents are going. There's a lot of leather bound folders, agendas in there. Like probably like 20
Are we all wearing
people.
IFBs? Everybody's in an IFB?
No, but there's the security around the perimeter that's doing this move. You always know when, and they're also dressed, there's security dressed in, everyday clothes so that not to like tip anyone off, which is nice. So anyway, so I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. They're coming down here. They wouldn't all be standing in the lobby if there wasn't happening. And then there was like all these people outside that were waiting to get a glimpse, including myself. So I'm waiting. I'm like, this is my big moment. And then I have to go. because the rest of our group was like, all right, let's load up the car. Time to go. Got to make our flight. And I wanted to be like, no, I have to see them. I was almost willing to miss the flight to hang around. But it would have been a really great time. But just to think that they were in the same hotel, that's the closest I'm ever going to get to those dreams. So that was awesome. And it was also just really cool to think like, it's as close as we'll ever get to like a fairy tale, right? Like that's why we love the Royals. It's like the last little bit that we have in the world where like everyone's sort of done away with pomp and circumstance. And there's nothing to really like get excited about in like fairy tale land anymore. But I still think about them as like being real life princes and princesses. And like that makes me excited. So I didn't get to see them, but it was
cool.
Yeah, it didn't get to see them, but it was also really great just to know that they were in the vicinity. So that was my experience in Boston. I love the city of Boston. You know, you've spent a lot of time there between baseball and football. But the trip out to Foxborough is a little bit of a trek because we stayed in downtown Boston. So it's an hour and a half ride out there. But one thing, and you'll attest to this, when you travel, you get so close with your crew because you're spending so much time, the meetings, the breakfast, the lunch, the dinners. So we had an hour and a half ride on the way home, and it's after the game, and people are usually tired. Not this group. We decided to play heads up. Things got wild, and it was so much fun. And I was
could
like,
hear Sherm screaming in that video.
Screaming. So Taylor is like, she's so like competitive about everything. Fitz is making snarky little comments that like only every other person is getting. It was just so much fun. And then the day before, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he went to Harvard. I feel like I have to say that. And it was so sweet because Tony, Andrew, myself, we all wanted to take a tour of it. So Andrew rode the subway for the first time. And like we went and took a tour and it was just really, really fun. And Ryan was so excited. He's like, thanks guys for caring about my school. And I was like, caring about your school? I've decided in my next life, I'm going to study and I'm going to work really hard and get into Harvard. Because how sick would it be to be like, oh yeah, I went to Harvard. If anyone listening to this podcast has went to Harvard, I need to know stories. I need to know like where you guys went to actually party, if it was wild. Like I have a lot of questions.
I'm going to be Reese Witherspoon for a minute. I object in Legally Blonde. I mean, yeah, I would just go for the sweatshirts. Like, I feel like they have the best gear, like Princess Di when she would rock a Harvard shirt.
I bought one and I feel like we went to the bookstore.
No, I was going to ask you if you did.
I bought one and then I'm like, oh, I feel like an idiot if I'm wearing that and like didn't go. But that's okay, right? Is it okay to wear a sweatshirt from a Ivy League school if you didn't go there?
Oh, I was going to say I'm going to proudly rep, even though I'm a Florida Gator, I'm going to proudly rep a Colorado Buffs shirt. Let's go,
Deion. Congratulations. Deion Sanders is now the head coach, the Colorado Buffalo, residing in Boulder, Colorado after going to Mississippi and leading his Jackson State University.
They're Tigers.
Incredible job going down there completely. I went down there for a charity event for him. This is probably about a year ago now. And it is an unbelievable thing to see one individual have such an effect on young men, on the school, but the community, the entire community. Think about all this from a socioeconomic standpoint, the restaurants, the stores, everything around the area of the university profited off of game day was there this year. I mean, there was so much byproduct to success on the field. And Deion was always my favorite player growing up. I wore the number 21 in basketball because I loved him so much. And as you do as well, because he's just a good person and he does it the right way. And those young men will be better football players, but better people because of his guidance. So I'm excited to see what he does in good old Colorado.
I was DMing with Aikman last night because Troy put up, the congratulations and welcome to Colorado. And I just said, I'm so excited. And Troy, who actually played with Deion, said, I don't think I've been more proud and excited for anyone in my life.
Wow.
And, I just... my manager and dear friend and partner with Ware and also your friend as well, Constance Schwartz-Marini, reps Deion. And, that's a super awesome story as well as a female helping him get a D1, coaching job. Yeah, exactly. But I'm just so into this because I obviously love college football like you do. I know how crazy that whole world is. He's going to kill it. I mean, I was at the Philadelphia Eagles and Tennessee Titans game yesterday. I was talking to a few assistant coaches on the field about it. And I think there's going to be some coaches and some programs that get real scared. I was going to say scared, but I don't know how lame that sounded. The guy's going to pluck kids from programs. He's going to take people, recruits, and bring them to Colorado. Like you said, the whole vibe of that city is going to change. I was reading an article where one of the writers said the excitement, the vibe, the attendance at the press conference just felt different. I'm so freaking pumped for him. And guess what? We are going to be repping the Buffs. So I'll get us all gear. It's going to be
fun.
A time.
We've talked about this a lot in the NFL this year. Coaching matters, right? You've expressed your affinity for Brian Daboll and what he's done with the Giants and going in there. You look
Nick
at Nick Sirianni with the Philadelphia Eagles and what he's done there. Pete Carroll and the culture that he created up in Seattle. This has now been 12 years that I believe that he's been up there. But coaching matters. Sean Payton, who I work with, and what he did in New Orleans. So you bring in, and there's no wrong way to. Well, that's not true. I shouldn't say that. Of course, there's a wrong way to coach. There's different coaching styles, but I want to play for someone like Deion. I want to play for someone like Mike McDaniel. I'm sitting down with Tua this week. Tua talked about how his entire life has changed because Mike McDaniel is the new head coach. And it's not an indictment on his old head coach. It's just Mike McDaniel made Tua believe in himself again. And just thinking that someone can have such an impact on your life. It happens with teachers. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. If someone impacts your life to that degree, how can you not root for someone like them? So I'm very excited for Deion, and I'm excited for the guys that get to play for him or even be in his presence. So many different things have happened. So, all right, we have our list per usual of all the different things that we talk about we happen to us throughout the week and want to talk about. One of mine is room keys not working when you get up to this happened to me like 10 times, probably because security was at an all-time high and they were just absolving people's, technology and their keys from working so they wouldn't, meander onto the wrong floor at the 2 Seasons. We could say it now. They're not there. It's the 4 Seasons. So that move where you get up to your room and you're like this, and you're like, then you have the thought is this the wrong room? And then you're like, no, this is the right room. And then you go, and then you're like, fuck. And then you rub the key on your pant. And you're like, maybe if I...
let me try another swipe.
And look, I'm not a lazy person, but it's the last fucking thing I want to do. When you get all the way up to the room and then you're like, I got to go back down, and now we're at the front. And then if I don't have my ID, then I'm like, I swear this is my room. And I'm like, oh, it's a whole situation. So the key not working, that happened to me twice on this trip. And I was like, is there a way? I don't have it by the credit cards. What are we still doing here with the technology?
Some of the places have it on their phone. I've got a real doozy for you, which I know
on
you
your
can doozy. Yeah, some of the hotels have the access on your phone where you can just scan it on your phone.
No. Are we downloading an app?
Now. Yeah, well, the 4 Seasons app, which I have. I know it very well. I order my room service from it. I let them know when my cart is out front. It's a whole situation. I let them know when I've landed. When you become a massive travel snob, 4 Seasons app, Ryan, if they could sponsor us, that'd be great, is a dream.
Time out.
I talked to all the concierge on the app. It's amazing.
Oh my God.
I got my husband involved this summer when we went to Mexico. Ryan, again, if there's any way they could sponsor us, this would be phenomenal. Their app is insane. I left my phone upstairs. But you can, when you land, you can tell them, get my key ready. I always have boxes delivered. I let them know. But so here we go. Ready?
Oh my God. This girl travel. You are the frickin' master
crazy.
traveler. You really are.
So we were lucky enough to stay in that fabulous Philly 4 Seasons this weekend in Philadelphia. It was one of the nicest hotels, and it is, that he's ever stayed in. I'm supposed to meet
60
the boys.
Floors up.
Yeah.
Way
up in the clouds.
Yeah.
You feel like a Care Bear.
Tender heart? Is that you?
So I was supposed to meet the boys at 9:30. I am coming down. It's, 9:26. I'm feeling really good about it. And then I'm like, shit, my phone. No. My phone's in my room. So are my keys. I've already checked out. So now I have to run downstairs. I already text the boys. I'm like, go to the field without me. I don't want to make you late.
Because you're never
PTSD.
someone that makes you late. Mm-hmm.
No, because I just don't like that. I feel so bad for the boys. And I don't want to hear she's a girl. She was doing her hair. That's always been my thing. So,
which they would never do, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah. They're great.
Mm-hmm.
So I run downstairs, full sprint. I ask for a key because now I need to go get my phone. I leave my bags at the front desk, running in the hallway in my outfit. Where's the phone? Where's the phone? Oh, there it is. Get it. Go downstairs, go down another floor, get in the car. And I'm like, I was running so hard, one of my gloves fell out of the pocket of my jacket.
No.
And they were a nice glove too.
Glove.
It was really pretty and khaki. And now that's like that lone glove you see. And it's probably on level 5321. And it's just terrible. So that was a really pretty glove.
I now know what I'm going to get you for Christmas because I will admit this. And I feel I have 20 jobs. I work very hard for my money. I spent the most absorbent amount of money on gloves when I was in Boston because you know that stretch of shops.
Your gloves
that are right
beautiful.
There? No,
yes,
because I forgot my gloves. I forgot. That's lingerie. What kind of gloves are you buying?
I know that La Perla is right next door to the hotel, but Newbury Street's right around the corner.
Little lace number is not going to help.
Did you go to the French bistro next door? I know this place all too well.
No, I am embarrassed to even say it because it sounds like, Four Seasons, but it's like the company is paying for it. But I spent an exorbitant amount of money on gloves, and I have never in my life done this. I saved the box they came in because I was like,
where'd you get them from?
I don't even want to say. I'm so embarrassed. It's an orange box. I'll let you guys do the math. And I've never
next door.
You know,
right next door.
I was like,
I bought a belt there one time.
I was like, I have 12. I literally was like, I have 12 minutes before. Same thing. I'm supposed to be on the bus and go. And I was like, oh shit, I don't have any gloves. And I mean, it's fucking Boston in December. And I'm like, I need gloves for this thing. And like the whole thing was like, there was an outfit, there was a theme. I can't just throw on the like random gloves. So I used my allowance for the month on these gloves.
Great.
And you better believe I'm going to be wearing these gloves everywhere. Okay. I'm wearing them when it's hot. I'm wearing it when it's cold. These tan gloves of mine are being worn in every city from here until the end of the season. God damn it. It's like, it's going to 90 degrees and I'm wearing my gloves.
So I'm going to counter that. Because I lost my glove and because our security knows me very well and they were like, it's Philly, it's cold. He's like, I don't want to hear you, bitch. He's like, EA, where can we go to get you gloves on a Sunday at 9:30 when we're driving to Lincoln Financial? I'm like, just take me to a CVS. I'm going to post on the CVS or on the Calm Down podcast. I got a pair of white gloves from CVS to wear. Thank God. And they had the little texting thing. That was great. You have Hermes, I have CVS.
What is
like the little, like, it was something on my finger where I could still do my phone when I had my gloves on.
Oh, well, who's the asshole? By the way, mine were coming off every 5 seconds. And by the way, as we've talked about on the last, I just spit everywhere. On the last episode, I have man hands. And she's like, we only have one size. And I was like, I don't care. I'll take them. I'm shoving my hands in these things. They're like stretching to the back. Literally, that was like, and the gloves only the gloves only go to here. But I was like, it was like, you know, those pair of pants or like that outfit. You're like, I don't give a shit. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get into these things. I'm going to buy this thing and I'm going to shove my fat ass like Santa down the chimney and fit into this thing. That's how I felt with the gloves. God damn it, I'm going to make these things fit. It's my only option.
And you looked gorgeous.
Well, you're very sweet. I felt so proud of myself. I went like this, and this is me. I am a whirlwind in the store. I knew I got 12 minutes. And this is after I went to 3 stores. I poked my head in. I go, you guys got gloves, St. John? Who's buying anything there? I mean, I didn't know that store was still open. No gloves. Next store. You got gloves? No. Next store. You got gloves? Great. Here's my credit card. Let's go. I got the whole transaction done in less than 12 minutes. Back on the bus. No one was the wiser. Still didn't get to see the Royals, though. God damn it.
That was me and CVS, by the way. A lot different numbers when we're talking about CVS, Hermes, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
You know what? Speaking of a lot, why are the CVS receipts so long? In the world of work, we can't get a paper straw, but these receipts are as long as Santa's naughty list. This is crazy.
They're charging us for bags, but yet if they put the money towards the receipt.
There we go. And save these coupons. I want to know the person that's saving the coupon. I should start saving. You know what? Now I'm going to have to save the coupons. After the gloves, that's all I'm doing. If anyone's got some extra CVS receipts, throw them my way. I need some money off that L'Oreal moisturizer that's only available from 3 to 4 with the coupon restrictions, you know?
I hate that. The rules with the coupon. All right. So now that we're talking about shopping, I did a flight last night from Philly, about 5 hours, and I thought I would really cut into my Christmas shopping because I know you're trying to stay on top of it. I haven't done a good job. You would think I don't know my spouse. Are people still saying spouse? Because I don't know what to get him. This is my spouse.
I hate that word. You know what I always hated? Fiance. And there was one of my ex-husbands who will remain nameless. Loser. That was always like, loser. My fiance. Bro, you get a different word. You know, just in general, I hate that word fiance and him. Go ahead.
I hate him too.
Get some insurance, bro.
Insure this. I object. Now, okay, so can we go over some good like go-to gifts to get people where it could be anybody from, you know, your dog walker to your girlfriend? Like, let's do a checklist right now for people of good go-to. What are you working with right now?
I knocked out all of my shopping.
You bitch.
Well, okay, I'm just going to give it away. Mark and Graham, not an ad. Mark and Graham.
They're great. Yes, I'm writing it down.
Most incredible site, okay?
Yes, great.
Because I have been very bad in previous years about shopping last minute because I've been in my own self-absorbed world of hell that I was living in. So I didn't have time to buy
insurance.
Yeah, exactly. To pay for or to organize gifts. So Mark and Graham is a site that personalizes gifts. And when I tell you, like, you can get these personal gifts real fast. So I work with, as do you, a ton of men. Men are so hard to shop for.
Yeah.
So I'm fairly confident that the guys that we work with don't listen to our podcast, even though Tony said to me, what are these signs for calm down? I go, it's our podcast, Tony. I go, listen up. And he goes, that's a great name for you too.
What is this quilt wrapped around your waist?
He said, that's a great name for you too. And I was like, you're welcome. So personalized gifts. And what do we all have? We all have cell phones. Which means we all have cell phone chargers, which means we all have headphones, so tech packs. So for men that I work with, I got them all these tech pack things, and it has their initials. I'll put it on our IG with like the link to the Mark and Graham thing. So I got all of the guys I work with. They should give us
a discount, Ryan.
It's too late. Unless you want to go ahead and give me a credit, because how about the move when I got some of the initials wrong because I didn't. Who's checking before they check out? There's some guys that I was like, I don't work with a WC. Well, this is my fault. Anyways, I digress. Mark and Graham, a great site for personalized gifts. They shoot them out real quick. And they even have like little Christmas books that you can put like little kids' name is, like Sophie's First Christmas and stuff like that. It is adorable. I got your husband a scarf with his initials on it. I got
oh my God,
golf balls. You can get golf balls with initials. Anyways, that's the number one site for me for the Christmas.
Yeah,
and it has all men's, all women's, kids. It's great. So, all right. So you need some help. Dog walker. Well, think about it. She's walking a lot.
On her feet.
On her
spa.
feet. Yep. Spa, pedicure, a gift card if she'd like shoes or what because I always feel bad if I just get like a gift card to something. But what you could do is like do like a little package and like write with your left hand, like it's a card from Howie and say, thank you for walking me, or like a Starbucks, do like a little like gift pack. Like I always like a gift basket. And then even if it's a gift card, at least you just put a little note from him and like 2 gift cards or something. I don't know.
There is a cheese company. They will remain nameless, but sometimes you can do big cheese. Like I love a cheese and charcuterie board, and you can send that to their house before Christmas. And so if they're having people over, they'll have this whole cheese assortment.
Good.
Yeah. Good.
Didn't he die? Good.
Another
from
one.
Father of the Bride, in case you guys were wondering. Trying to cut the guest list.
Another good one that people have gifted me before are, it's a company from New Orleans. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't remember. And again, I want these people to give us a discount. And they give like these Happy New Year. It's kind of what they give out in New Orleans to celebrate the New Year. And it tastes like a massive coffee cake. And it comes like in a big wreath. It's so insane. Look it up. It's like a New Year celebration thing. It's always a fun little dessert for people.
It's cute.
Another thing, I remember when Jarrett played for a hot second. Well, actually, I'll give my girlfriend a shout out, Jackie Quick. She was always really good with gifts, like for people, for the Kings. And like she would always get like little stemless wine glasses. And if you were on the Kings or the Rangers and put GKG, like Go Kings Go, or you could put like a little saying on them, or people like if I got her something, a Q.
That's on the site. That same marketing. I don't even care if I mean,
great.
You're so good about like actually like doing synergy of whatever shout outs, but I'm just like,
I'm not.
So those are on there as well.
What else is good? Sometimes if you get a nice thing of I'd like a glass of alcohol. If you got a nice wine bottle, that's from Bridesmaids. I'll have a glass of alcohol.
I'm hung up and shitting in the street.
A double 7
is so good.
It's so good.
Oh, well, that lends me that Jesus, I can't even talk. Leads me to the idea that maybe you do like, look, I'm really hung up on these gift baskets. Like all the fun things from Bridesmaids or something. Like you make it like a theme, maybe. No? Like
for each person that you do it for?
I don't know. Like a fun... Nah, I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm just thinking like from movies that we love. Like we love Christmas Vacation.
Cute.
So like I would get like a robe, right? I would get those moose glasses that you have for like the eggnog. I would do like a fake stuffed squirrel, like a little toy for Howie that's like the dog toy.
You could get the ornaments from the movie.
Yeah, you could do theme like baskets because that makes it feel like it's personal. I don't know. I would love your guys's. Right, you do that. That's funny. I would love to open this up because we have such great listeners. I feel like they have a lot of creative ideas. So send us any ones you guys think because hostess gifts, those are always tough because I don't want to just bring the bottle of wine. I feel bad. So that'll be good.
I love a nice Christmas candle to give people because I feel like I can't burn enough of that around my house.
Oh my gosh, candles. We always love candles. You know what I love? And it's one of my things I wrote down here because I'm a psychopath, that even when I wasn't dating Steve, I still wear matching sets of pajamas to bed, even if I'm by myself and no one will see them. I love a matching set. I'm a lunatic that if the top doesn't match the bottom, I can't wear it to bed. I also spray perfume on myself before I go to bed. And no one's in the bed with me. But like, I just love being fresh and like cute. And I think to myself, if I had a heart attack in this bed tonight and I died, I smell delicious.
Jesus.
And I look like I was put together. I'm telling you, it's the same way you wear clean underwear, you know, or flip it inside out when you're in the car if you get in a car accident. So matching sets of pajamas, everyone loves those. Cozy socks.
Love my cozy socks from you and Kelly. I love my matching PJs. They're my on the road socks and my on the road PJs. They are my faves. That's a good point.
Like you need any help
with
a little
gifts. Crazy.
I love it.
It's good to start the conversation. I'm taking notes. It's good to start. I forgot my husband liked golf. That was a good thing. He told me he needed dress clothes because he's always on television. So he needs some stuff for TV.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
Did you start using, this is an ad, but it's not, we're not getting paid because I'm really into it. Have you tried your canopy yet? The humidifier?
I found it because it was lost in all of the house and home delivery boxes. Yeah. Now, here's a question for you guys. And you specifically, since you're the only one here to answer directly. When you get packages at your house, how many days is appropriate to leave the packages before we just lose our mind and we need to start going through them? Because I came home and there was like a massive amount of boxes because I'm on top of my ordering. And I was like, last night I got home after work. I'm so tired. Been up since 3:30 because I didn't do all the studying I wanted to do the night before because I was tired from coming back from San Jose. So I was like, I'm going to wake up extra early, study. I got home last night and Steve was like, okay, you just get to relax, watch the Sunday night game. And I was like, no, I'm like tearing open boxes, like doing all these different things, whatever. Because I was like, I can't walk in and have all this shit here. And I'm really good about breaking down the boxes. This is the number one thing that's not true. There's a couple things about like starting to date a guy. If I got to tell you to break down the boxes, I'm going to be breaking up with you because I do not want to have that recycle bin full in one day. Cut the tape, get some freaking scissors, cut the tape, break down the boxes, and keep it moving. I don't like to break down
the boxes. I don't do it.
Well, then I couldn't date you because there's nothing sexier to me than a man, woman, whoever your partner is, breaking down the boxes and putting them neatly in the recycle bin. Like there's times I drive on the street and I see an organized recycle bin out for garbage day, and I was like, that's an organized family in there. I'm into it. I feel like Jarrett would just do an impeccable job.
He loves to break a box down. Can I tell you something else? This is very odd. The package thing, I'll answer you. When you're married or dating Jarrett, you have to get to those right away. Or in fact, he'll open them for you, even if it's this son of a bitch. I mean, he is crazy. This is taking a turn. This guy loves Christmas so much. He loves it so much. He turns into a 5-year-old. I mean, he rips through presents faster than a 5-year-old on Christmas Day. He is so excited. Two things. He has wrapped a bunch of gifts now and he has put them under the tree.
Because
he's
already wrapped.
He said, I don't like to have a tree with nothing under it. I don't want to wait till the day before. It looks bad. I need stuff under it now. Then the other day, he's so excited on Black Friday where he's ordering everything. I'm finally home from doing KCLA. He's like so excited. The boxes are there. He's opening everything. I see a shoe box that he ordered and I go, what's that? What shoes are those? And he goes, nothing, something I ordered for you for Christmas. Opening it in front of me. And I said,
no, I don't like that.
You got me a pair of shoes. I know.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, yeah, but you don't know what kind.
Well,
he's so excited. Like, what is his deal?
You know what, though? Okay, 2 things I have in common with Jared in that regard. One, I get so excited. Like, the stuff that I ordered for you off Mark and Graham, I want to tell you everything right now. I want to be like, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. You're going to love
done that to me before.
The worst. Like, I get so excited to, like, share with someone what I got them. I won't even wait. Like if I got something for whatever, Steve, I'd be like, here you go. Here's your Christmas. I bought that plunge thing, right, that I got.
That's wild. You got that, by the way.
Wait. Here's the whole thing. We're just going to keep going and we can make this 2 episodes.
You can split it, Rye.
So plunge, which I was so into, I know like I wasn't reading up, let's be honest. Steve was reading up on all the benefits of cold tubs, whatever. Okay. So I was able to, thanks Plunge, get a discount code and take some money up because they're not cheap. I got gloves to pay for. I mean, I can't wear my gloves in the plunge at this point. Right, totally. So it's not cheap, but Steve had been saying that he wanted one of these for a long time. So I was like, good news. Guess what I got you? A plunge, because it was going to arrive. But now it's like, I got it for him so like a month ago before Christmas. Now it's like, I can't really use it as the Christmas present. What am I supposed to say? Like on Christmas, like, I got you that thing out there that I also use. It's tough. So this is where I get myself into a predicament.
Shoot. Yeah,
I know. I should just put a big bow on top of the plunge and be like, remember when I got you this 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Anyways, but I'm also with Jared on the wrapping the gifts. Under my tree right now is probably 7 boxes that are just empty boxes that are wrapped. Because I'm with him. I don't like the look of things that are an empty tree. So I just wrapped empty boxes. Oh, yeah. What are you looking for?
Somebody's at
delivery?
my house. I don't know who this was. If this was him, I was going to tell him to come in here because he's obsessed with this. Obsessed.
I can't have a tree with nothing underneath it. And as you know, this is my first tree in 8 years. I mean, I've said that to the point of nauseum. Everyone's like, we get it. You've been unhappy. You got a tree. Ho, ho, ho. So I'm just so excited to have like even fake presents under the tree this year. It's all happening.
So cute. You're so
I'm really
cute.
into it. But yeah, Christmas, 'tis the season. And even if you don't celebrate Christmas, we'd love to know some of your other holiday traditions.
You know? Mm-hmm. What else we got? What are we doing here? Anything else?
Oh, we're talking about how I have no shame when it comes to plugging Calm Down. For example, in your game, so as we know, you're on the sidelines working the game, and sweet Kevin Burkhardt, who is your play-by-play announcer, who I absolutely adore, as Greg Olson is the analyst. Kevin Burkhardt said, Erin, calm down. Throwing it back down for a report to follow up on a report you were doing. Yeah. And then my producer got in my ear and he was like, all right, we're going to cut into a game break to Philly in a second. And I had just heard Kevin say that. So I've got no shame. So I was like, fine, fuck it. I was like, well, we'll just keep this thing going. Calm down. I will use any opportunity that I can to say the 2 words, calm down. And you're cutie that you met on the sideline.
Oh, she was screaming. Jillian was so excited. She was screaming, Erin, and she followed me around the bowl as I was trying to like get out of the stadium. And she's like, can I get a picture? And somebody that makes that sort of effort. I was like, yeah, of course. And she goes, I love Calm Down. Wow! And Jillian was dying.
It was so
and I love Charissa.
sweet.
It was very, very
really
sweet.
And she had to wear a vest on as well,
Yep,
which
even better. I could have tackled that gal. But listen, you guys make it worth it. Oh, but
God.
This leads us into another thing. Kev texted me last night. He was back a couple rows behind me, and we were both on our computers and all that. And he said, "Can you believe somebody on Twitter just called me out for saying calm down to you on the sidelines?" And I was like, "Send it to me right now. I'm going to put him on blast." I'm like, first of all, people.
Yep,
there's never been, as you and I have said, a better phrase than calm down or calm the down. Just calm down. You and I both got wound up within the span of like 3 to 4 days about things that we posted on Instagram. I got kind of wound up last week because I posted the clip where we were talking about me going to my yearly cancer visit, which, by the way, let me lay it out for you all. It sucks. I'm sweating from every pore in my body. I have to be in stirrups. It's awful. It's a horrific, frightening, anxiety-filled appointment once a year. I hate it. I treat myself to a sausage biscuit and hash browns and an orange juice from McDonald's right after because I fucking hate it. It's awful. If I want to say my oncologist is hot because I need some sort of humor, and by the way, he is, and my husband knows him, and he saved my reproductive system, I can say he's hot. I got nailed on social media from trolls just saying, "I can't believe you said that. I called you on my way to the Manhattan meat market." Like being like, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Was this a bad thing to do? And you know what you said? It's not that serious. Then cut to yesterday, the clip that Calm Down posted. I will tell you, in the food court of the Philadelphia airport, I showed Greg. Greg goes, "EA, you got to post this everywhere." He goes, "No, this is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen." Oh.
So to back up, 2 things. You start off with saying my cancer appointment.
Right.
Everyone can go fuck themselves if they have anything I'm serious. I'm very passionate about a few things. My disdain for Meghan Markle and anyone that wants to come at you for going to a cancer appointment and finding some levity. Okay, you're the first person to talk about how much you love your husband. You're the first person to say how amazing he is. So if you want to find some fucking joy, and not just around the holiday season, and going to a terrible appointment, everyone could kiss my fat ass, okay? Because I get so angry about this that anyone's going to give you a hard time for finding a little bit of silver lining in a terrible experience, okay?
By the way, I was complaining to you while I was at the deli or the meat market getting ready to make him dinner.
Yeah, make him dinner for my husband, okay? It's like, Jesus. I hate that. No, seriously. And then I went off on you about the situation where some dad was saying terrible things to me. And I was like, you have a daughter. Like, just anyways. So I'm going to always, I get it. We don't get it as bad as I'm sure some people do, but I don't care. Anyone can go ahead and fucking at me, and I'm going to go ahead and fire right back because I'm going to tell you some of the hell that I've been through. This is nothing, sweetheart, because I am ready to fight with my gloves on, and I don't mean the Hermes ones. I am angry.
You can't fight. I'll give you my CVS ones. You can use those. And you can text while you're fighting.
God, man, I tell you what, who's going to give you shit for that? I get so angry. So then I calm down and I go block, 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 and then just find a little joy again. But I do have to go on rants, and as do you. But thank God we have this platform. We have a great community. We love you guys so much. Thank you for being supportive. Thank you for sending in questions. And simply put, calm the fuck down, everyone.
It's not that serious. Calm down. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.